Right here we've got the 2006 Toyota Tundra. It's got a big V8 and it's ready to work hard. Come over to look at the exterior of the peel of the Tundra, and when you look around it, it's really nice, subtle styling. There isn't any hugely annoying chrome. It is just a truck, and if you look, these are the wheels for the Limited, and they're pretty nice. Not too bad. You don't have to change those out, really. Those are really nice. You also have some nice running boards, Toyota Tundra across the side. This says Limited. Also, another great thing about any Tundra or any Toyota SUV is that you can always order TRD parts, which look amazing. And those are basically special edition parts that you can order from Toyota. They'll throw in the parts for you, included in the price, and they just look amazing. So if you wanted to change the rims on this vehicle to some off-roading rims, you could really easily. Hey guys, I'm about to show you the engine. Right quick, before I show you the engine, I want you guys to check out these fog lamps. This comes standard on the Limited. Now let's take a look at this big engine. It's got a 4.7 liter V8, which is the biggest you could get at the time, and it's got that iForce technology with it. As you can notice in here, this still is such a big truck, so there's still a lot of room. So that means that there's not going to be any parts in any weird position, so it's going to be pretty easy to maintain. This truck has about 271 horsepower with about 313 pound-feet of torque. Definitely enough. Even though this is a big truck, there's definitely enough power there. Really nice engine. So we're in the interior of the Tundra, and well, you've got plenty of space up here. The dash is very truck-like. You're definitely going to feel at home if you drive a Jeep or a 4Runner or any other type of truck, or any type of pickup truck like a Sierra or Silverado. You've obviously got the gear change up here behind the steering wheel, so you're going to have plenty of room in the center and you also have this little compartment here and this little compartment here for spare change or CDs or anything like that. Then you're going to have your radio here with your CD player that's offered by JBL. You also got a decent sized glove box. It's not that big, but it's got enough to have your owner's manual, your insurance, flashlight, anything like that in there. Also, if you notice, there's a lot of wood for a truck, and it actually feels a lot better quality than the new Tundras, because the new Tundras, you can tell it's plastic, and this one feels just like real wood. You've also got some nice soft Toyota seats in here. You've got a nice 4-prong steering wheel with cruise control and buttons all over the side, and you're also going to have your signal lights and your lights right on here where the signal light changer is, just like any other Honda or Toyota, so you're definitely going to feel at home if you've been driving a Toyota or a Honda. Also, you've got pretty big pockets on the side of the seats. Enough for a small sledgehammer, actually. In the back of the Tundra, it's a lot like the front. It's nice soft seats. Got a little armrest with some cup holders here, 2 more cup holders, some storage, and there's still some wood throughout even the back. Also, if you'll notice, you can definitely fit 3 people in back here easily because the transmission channel, well, there's hardly one right there. It's so small you can't even tell. You also actually do have air vents back here too, so the back passengers will be comfortable. One really cool feature, just like the 4Runner, is this window. The whole thing slides down, so it's really awesome if you have a bunch of people back here. It's really fun to be back here. Let's take a look at the bed right quick. So we're back with the Tundra, and this is where we're showcasing the bed. And it's got a pretty big bed for a double cab. You're not really sacrificing the room in the bed for the room inside the cabin, which I love. You can get a bigger bed with a single cab. You also have a tow hitch here. And I want you guys to notice you do actually have mud flaps. And this is where the exhaust is at. And the reason I'm telling you about the exhaust is that that's another TRD part. You can get a better exhaust and they'll install it for you. Super easy, and it's not that expensive. So guys, we're back in the Toyota Tundra. We're going to take it for a quick test drive. Just to tell you guys how it does and how it feels on the road. It's got that nice engine. It sounds really good. One thing I want to just tell you guys is this center stack, it's really simple, just like any other truck. You also have your 4-wheel high and your 4-wheel low right here, and also a 2-wheel drive setting, so you'll save a couple miles per gallon and not be totally breaking the bank at the pump. I have to say, you guys, this is a big truck, so beware when you're parking this vehicle. You're going to have to try a little bit harder than you are with your Camry or with any sedan. You're going to have to be careful with it because it is a big truck. You're going to have to maybe possibly back out to get within the lines, or honestly, I couldn't even imagine parallel parking this car. That is a truck though, so that's a downside that you're just going to have to live with. First, I want to just talk about how this car feels, or how this truck feels on the road, and it's actually pretty comfortable for a truck. You'll go over a couple of bumps and yeah, you'll feel them, no doubt, but it's not gonna break your back or anything. It's really not that bad. It's pretty good for a truck. Next thing I want to talk about is this big V8. It's got that 4.7. It's got plenty of power. Don't even think for a second you're not gonna have enough power. Even though it sounds a little bit smaller than its competitors, it's a pretty efficient engine when it comes to horsepower and torque-wise. I really enjoy driving this truck. It's got a nice engine in it. One more thing I want to add on to this engine is that I want to talk about the MPG a little bit, because that kind of goes along with the engine, and this thing doesn't get very good MPG at all. It gets about 13, 17. And that is a little bit worse than its competitors. But one thing this truck has over its competitors is that Toyota reliability. We can't stress that enough on the left lane. We love Toyotas for their reliability. You will never get screwed over when buying a Toyota. They're just such great vehicles reliability-wise. And that's what really pushes this truck over its American and its other competitors. It's definitely the most reliable and the most durable, which is what you really want in a truck. The last thing I want to talk about in this short test drive is, well, you guys might be thinking, you know, your friends have an FJ Cruiser and a Jeep, and maybe you're thinking, maybe I want to buy a pickup truck, but I kind of want to have that off-road capability of a Jeep or an FJ Cruiser or anything, any off-roader like that, maybe even an Xterra. I have good news for you, and that's you can have this truck and still take this thing off-road and not be worried about breaking a thing. It's got 4-wheel high. It's also got 4-wheel low. They work really easily. You just press the button and you go. It's really easy. It does everything for you, really. You just have to press that button and you're good. It's really a great all-around truck if you want to off-road in it. If you want to commute in it every day despite that bad MPG. And if you really need this truck to be a workhorse, it's great for all of those things. Okay, we just took a look at the 2006 Toyota Tundra. It's nice and comfortable and luxurious on the inside, but it's still tough. It's still going to pull your boat to the lake. It's still going to go off-roading. It's still going to haul really great. I'm going to go have some fun in this truck, you guys.